I would now like to briefly explain Nagewaza, or throwing techniques. Of course, the way of throwing in Aikido is different from that of Judo. Why is this the case? The Judo way of throwing, which was developed by the Buddha world, cannot be used in Aikido. In Aikido especially, the opponent is unbalanced through the use of atemi. In the old days, in a real fighting situation, it was extremely difficult to defeat an opponent with a throw. At the beginning of the Meiji era in Asakusa, 2 judo practitioners got into a quarrel with many street toughs. What happened in that fight? The first and last opponents were thrown while all of the others were dispatched with atemi. If we didn't use atemi, we couldn't handle multiple adversaries. This is especially the case if the opponent has a bladed weapon, like a knife. Therefore, atemi are extremely important in throwing and pinning an opponent. Of course, in Aikido, there are many throws and pins, especially pinning movements. If we say that 60% of Aikido is pinning and 40% throwing techniques, then atemi are used in all of them. I will now give a brief explanation of 2 methods. We do it this way. In an actual situation, these are atemi. We can execute atemi at these points. Here is an atemi. You enter like this, and then enter. This is an atemi. This is how you execute atemi. You execute atemi at these 3 points. You use 3 atemi. That is the way it is done. So, we do it this way. Next, we have this application. This is also an atemi. You have these atemi. We strike the opponent here and here. You unbalance your opponent using these atemi. This is how we execute the technique. Therefore, it is important to be sure to master these atemi techniques. I think that these techniques are, after all, necessary for martial artists. Once again, I have given you a brief explanation of these techniques using atemi.